Welcome to 2 on the 10.
Oh, we back, baby. 2 on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy Nick.
Oh, and this is our New Year's Eve edition. Baby!
And New Year's.
Actually, New Year's Day edition.
Yeah, well, New Year's Eve, New Year's
2024.
Day. Shit runs into itself, brother.
Hey, 2024. Can I just say this first of all? Let me say this. Do we think that when we start the show in April?
Yep.
So first of all, I think I speak for everybody with saying thank you so much for all the followers that have tuned in. Anybody that's liked, shared, subscribed, tunes in every week. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for the love and support. Nick, clap it up for him. Man.
Definitely.
Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Chad at work. Work with him. He listens. He jokes around. He comes up to me.
Shout out, Chad.
He tries to find out every week if before the episode drops if Mitch went on another staycation. So
We appreciate that.
yes, he did. Yes, he
Shout
did,
out to
Chad.
Chad.
Always going on staycation, man. Oh, like I said, this year has gone by fast. I feel. I don't know if it's. I'll put this out there. I don't know if it's we getting older. Your mom, our moms and our dads have say, "Damn, time's flying." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, y'all just old. But now I'm getting up there. I'm like, shit, time flying. You know what I'm saying? You blink and then look at we in 2024. Already. We've had some great things. Happen throughout the years, and for all of us, we're all in new relationships and growing and stuff like that, and it just kind of it's kind of a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? 2024 is a new beginning. I think for all of us, just going into bigger and brighter things are coming down the pipe. I think for all of us, and it's I'm anxious and nervous and excited all at the same time.
I just want to know, and the listeners at home, I know there's a few listeners out there that want the answer to this question. Mm-hmm. We need the over-under, since we like to sports bet. Mm-hmm. How many 2 on the 10 podcast members get engaged this year? Over-under 2.
Whoa. Whoa.
Over-under is set at 2.
Whoa.
Oh, no. So if it hits 2, it's a push, right? So it's gonna be one. It's gotta be 1.5. It's gonna be 1.5.
Yeah, that's true. 1.5.
Over-under 1.5.
1.5. Yeah, it's gonna be 1.5.
Wow, that's kind of ballsy to say. I mean, I'm just saying, like.
I'm just, but knowing where everybody.
Listen.
No.
I'm gonna say over.
Woo-hoo.
I'm gonna say over. 1.5 over. You heard it from me, Paul.
All right, here's where it gets
on New Year's Day.
There's some listeners out there that ear-to-ear smiles or maybe batshit nervous right now. Who knows?
Listen, I'm pretty locked in right now. I'm pretty locked in. This is one of the safer bets that I've made this year. You know what I'm saying? Last year it was rough. You know what I'm saying? We'd have some good nights. We have some really brutal weeks. You better be shaking. But no, I have to say over. What you got there?
I mean,
are you getting on this? You getting a little bet in? Huh?
Wow, over 1.5.
And then what are we putting on it? We can't.
2 on the 10.
No, we put.
That's really what.
That's 2020.
We gonna put a little something on it.
We gotta discuss that off the.
All right, we discuss that off.
So let me understand again, because this.
Okay.
Just so you guys.
So within 2024, between 2024 and 2025, the over under is 1.5.
2 on the 10 podcast members get engaged.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blown. Hey, just so you guys know, we did not rehearse any of this.
No.
Hey, you know what's crazy too? Is if you think about when we started this podcast, in April, wherever it was, or when we even started thinking about it back in January, February, I would have said over under 0. And we would have probably been like, yeah, 0, 0, 0, yeah. Under sitting
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. Wow.
But how time flies and
But that's what I'm saying.
things change in such a short period.
That's what I'm getting at, man. If you meet that right person, it'll change your whole mind. Did I ever think I would fucking ever have kids again? No. I mean, I really didn't.
But I think I would ever have kids.
So I'm still processing something because, again, like I said, this is okay. Here's my paper for this show. Just so you guys know, this is my paper for this show.
Is it blank?
Look at it blank.
Nothing's on it. Nothing's on it. True story. Nothing's on it. So this is off top. This is off top. And with that said, okay, let me ask you this. Okay, so what's the odds then that one person gets engaged?
Oh, that's.
You say that's a given?
Yeah, it's a given.
Whoa,
It's a given.
Whoa, this is getting interesting.
That's definitely a given.
Okay. So now we're saying that
That's definitely a given. You want to put it at 1, then you're gonna lose.
the Vegas odds is 1.5.
1.5. Yeah, you got to put it at 1.5.
So 1.5. So now we're saying 2 people at this table getting engaged.
Yes.
Woohoo!
And I'm saying the over.
All right. Now what?
I'll put.
And if it doesn't go to 2,
I'll put dinner.
I at least know one person that might get murdered at this table.
All right.
I'll put dinner on it.
And then let's see. Okay, let's just go full spectrum. What's the Vegas odds? All 3 people get engaged.
Ooh, listen, I'm leaving that. Listen, for protection
Guilty on the innocent.
of people's lives, I'm leaving the over under at 1.5. Yeah.
I agree. That's probably. That's
safe
the Vegas bet.
That's a Vegas safe bet.
I mean, it is life, so you never know what's going to happen.
You know what? Here's the thing. This is what I want from the viewers, okay, and the listeners. I want you to go when you see this, I want you to go on YouTube and I want you to comment on what you think is going to happen.
I will say this.
I'd like to see them comment. Who do they think is the most likely?
No.
Who do they think is the least likely? I think it'll be interesting to see.
Here's the thing.
I want to see what the
Just so we
listeners.
know too, most of our listeners are Spotify or iHeart or Apple. Too.
Right.
Our YouTube kind of lags, so don't judge us on our YouTube numbers, especially when they knocked out that first one.
Yeah. But no, I'm not even talking about that. I just want you to go. I just want you guys to go there. I want you to go, and I want some feedback, and that's the way we kind of get a feedback. Or, go on our IG. I don't care if you go on the IG, go on our Facebook, whatever social media you can get a hold of us. I really want to hear what the listeners have to say. I'm saying 1.5.
I want to know if the listeners think we should do it or not.
You got some music on?
No, I don't hear no.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, that's
What you got in that cup there, bro? I know it's New Year's, but woo.
I thought it was Ghost in the Machine. I was like,
But man, so that's that started the show off of a bang. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
Bang, bang.
Bang. New Year's Eve, you got to come out, But
New year, new you.
yeah. Exactly. Here
The people at the gym. New Year, new me.
Yeah.
First week I'm at the gym 4 days.
Hey, I'm glad that you bring this up. Okay, so every year people do their New Year's resolutions, right? The gym is. I hate the gym for
The first 3 weeks. Yeah, first 3 weeks.
Oh, it's for the first month, bro.
Yep.
It's crowded. Oh, I swear I'm gonna do it. They're there for a fucking month and they go back to doing that some shit.
Parking lot's crowded. And
Yes.
then, hey, can I ask you this?
Listen, I don't want to knock folks not going to the gym, but fucking be committed, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem is.
Don't take up our front row parking if you're not going to commit to this.
Exactly. I mean, don't be in there lollygagging on your fucking phone, all that shit. If you're going to do it, do it. I mean, that's my resolution. Is I'm gonna start calling motherfuckers out in the gym.
Let me say this.
What you here for?
Hey, real quickly, I think it's kind of ironic. We go to the gym to work out, right?
Right.
Then why do we bitch when we have to park down the way?
No, but
I think it's funny though.
But no, it's
fun.
not.
Right?
I
Go to the
got
gym,
you.
but I don't want to have to walk there.
Exactly. I want a front row parking.
But here's the thing. I ain't bitching. I'm not bitching about the parking or anything. I'm bitching about the machines.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They taking up the machines are there, and then it just weeds itself
And you
out.
know what else too? It's usually the
It's a
people that don't.
commitment.
It's usually the people that don't wipe the machines down either.
Yeah.
You can tell that's the New Year's resolution people.
Well, I don't even care about all that shit.
No, I want you to wipe down the machine. Use a sanitizer.
Wash your machines, folks.
Yeah, wash your machine. Come on.
Come on.
When they ain't washing their feet, the head or the back. Anyway, I just want you to stick to your commitment. That's all I want. Right? Don't let it just be a month. If anything, make it be 3 months. Tell yourself, I'm gonna do this for 3 months,
And then I'll fail. And then
No, because it takes 21 days. Let me
Build a
tell
habit.
you, to build a habit. So you have to go at least 21. Okay.
21.
You can't listen, but because it happens every year. The gym's fucking crowded, some people are pissed off, and then they stop going. You get around Valentine's Day, they're done.
Hey, you know how you can avoid that?
How's that?
Just don't go to the gym.
Get a Peloton.
Yeah, I gotta shit. I gotta make sure I'm in that gym, boy. I'm getting big as a house, bro. I can't do that. But no,
I think-
so let me go ahead, Mitch. What would be one of your New Year's resolutions this year?
Okay, since we're talking gyms, actually, one of my New Year's resolutions, I actually want to get back into either boxing or kickboxing. So I want to like at least do the workout side of it and go to one of those kind of gyms, you know.
Oh, I thought you meant like outside the bars on the weekends, like it used to be.
Like it used to be.
Like it used to be.
Wow. Wow.
Man, so man, you saying that kind of takes me back. Remember this when I was married and we used to go have my boat.
Oh yeah.
And we used to go get boat ready. Me and
Toughest workouts ever.
yeah, we used to go to the gym every day, and I had these pads.
Yeah, he busts out the pads. With
Pads and stuff. So we take turns. You know what I'm saying? And every day it'd be like, it was funny because at the time Brittany, she's married now. Good friend.
Shout out to Brit.
Yeah, she good friend of ours. She's married now.
Remember that bet that me and her made?
Yeah.
Jumped us all out.
Exactly. It was like I think we were like I want to say we were probably like 6 weeks out from boat season, whatever. And I was talking at the bar. We were like, "Hey, it's boat season around the corner. It's time to go to work." And Mitch was like, I got to get my six pack. And she was like, "Six pack?
I know, six pack.
It's like all right, you bet, right?" And so
Throw-
you're looking
throw
at
a bet up.
yeah. And so she was like, "Go see." And she actually came on the boat with us. It was pretty damn good. But but no, we went to the gym and every day me and Mitch were fucking hitting the mitts. We were lifting weights, hitting the mitts. Well, I mean, we was getting it in, bro.
I remember people and keep in mind,
They were like, "What the fuck are you training?"
I was like 36 at the time, right?
Yeah.
And people would come up and go, "Hey, you guys in the league?" Like they literally were serious.
Yeah.
Are you guys in the league? You guys getting ready for camp?
Yeah. Like, what are you training
that's
for? They were like, "No, we getting ready. We getting boat ready right now." You know what I'm
I
saying?
got a bar bet, $100 bet, $100 bet.
But to your credit, man, you got that. Fuck, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you
Okay.
popped them.
Hey, here's the craziest part. So Friday night of the boat trip, got the abs, took a picture, and then by Saturday afternoon, the Coors Light started. I went to a 4-pack.
By the end of the weekend, it was a keg.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
beer bloats the shit.
Oh yeah, exactly. And when we're on the boat, and I'm drinking a 24-pack of Coors Light,
Right.
like, come on, man.
But that was his dedication. That's what I'm saying. We were dedicated. We were like, okay, we made a
let's go.
goal, and that's what I'm trying to tell people: is make a goal and stick to it. So if your New Year's resolution is to lose 20 pounds, lose fucking 20 pounds.
But lose it for good.
But
Don't find it later.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say no.
Hey, if you can't make it, just chop off a leg.
I'm not gonna say you ain't gonna find it later. But what I'm saying is, get to that goal. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. At least you can say, "I did it."
Because I'll tell you this. There's certain friends, I ain't going to say their names, they're not on this table, but, they go, "Oh, I lost 20 pounds. No, you misplaced it.
You misplaced.
You'll find it later.
It's that shit's coming right. Here's the thing. All of us on this panel, we fucking battle with weight. That was the
we
thing.
all fluctuate.
Yeah.
Like, we eat and drink way too much.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like I need to after I get our birthdays are coming up. All of our birthdays are coming up soon. Well, Nick's just passed, but all our birthdays are coming up soon. But we still celebrate now. But I need to hold myself accountable because I need to make sure by the time I'm birthday ready. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: I have a fucking goal that once I make it, I gotta stick to it. And that's all I'm challenging.
I tell a couple of the friends, if you don't lose the 30 pounds, diabetes is going to take it.
Right. And that's the thing. That's the problem is diabetes. I mean, both my uncles died from diabetes.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
bad.
And so
I got a couple of people that have it right now that I know.
Yeah. So it's prevalent. It's prevalent in my family. And the unfair thing is you can lose. I lose weight slower than I fucking gain it. You know what I'm saying? It'll take me 3 months.
To what damage what you do in 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. And it fucking sucks, man. I just want it to be fair. If it takes 3 weeks to damage it, then give me 3 weeks to get the shit off.
If it did, it wouldn't mean much because everybody be doing the shit.
Yeah, true that. I mean, it's so funny. I go back to when my father told me back in the day. I used to work at Rally's, right? One of my first jobs back in the
Rally Burger.
Yeah, Rally Burger. Yes.
I like those burgers.
Yeah, and so they
Or
used.
first, the East Coast people, Checkers.
Yeah, it's Checkers, called Checkers too. But I used to come home. They let you come home with the food, some leftover food. Man, I used to make me 4x4s all day, loads bags of fries and shit. and just be fucking them up. Like when I got home, and my dad was always like, "You ain't gonna be able to eat like that forever." I'm like, "Oh, you just jealous because you can't eat like that." But yeah, he was fucking right. And like different stories like that. I think back, I'm like, man, they were preaching to us, and I was fucking too dumb as a kid to fucking
Here's
listen.
the
You know what I'm saying?
so that's the one thing, I don't envy this generation at all. But if we had a little bit of the knowledge they did, I know this much. I know this much athlete wise. First of all, like I would go before football practice and go grab like a dozen donuts. Me and my boy would mash
Yeah.
a dozen donuts before.
I mean, our
and drink 'em-
metabolism was going.
and drink them down with soda.
Our metabolism was going so
I
much.
used to drink 5 or 6
Yeah.
44-ounce Mountain Dews a day.
Yeah.
And wouldn't put on, and then go eat like a super nacho for lunch,
Yep.
and 2, carne asada burritos for dinner, and wouldn't put on a pound
Yeah.
in high school.
Yep.
Yeah, here's the thing: is our metabolism were fucking fast as fuck back then. You know what I'm saying?
Fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, that's just how it was.
Shit, I could drink malt liquor every night of the summer.
Yeah, now I walk past the Filibertos. I put on 5 pounds. I didn't even eat anything. I just breathe in the air. I put on 5 pounds. Bullshit.
That is the fucking truth. Because man, we leave the show sometimes. We go, I'm fucking up some wings, some fucking Los Fabs, all types of shit. Food.
What time they close tonight?
Exactly. We love some food. Don't.
Yeah, no, exactly. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's why we do. I mean, and sometimes we at least I can speak for myself. I'll go through my phases, but it's like trying to find the healthy or the balance. Like I post a lot. I'm a big foodie. The people that know me have online accounts know I post a lot of food, not for no show off purposes, just because I like to share. And a lot of people seem to appreciate the experiences. And then they want some tips here or there. So like there's about 150 people like between all my different medias that really mess with it. Oh, I tried this spot, Mitch. Have you tried this? And so it's super cool. And Nick, you do that stuff too sometimes. And it's like, man, we love sharing food spots. And it doesn't matter if it's super expensive. We try, all I'm saying is the ranges. It could be a roach coach. It could be it could be an all you can eat. It could be whatever. We're just trying to get different experiences out there and help and share them with people. But in the same token, there's also a responsibility, in my opinion. Like that's why I'd post my workouts for a second, because I didn't want to post like 4 or 5 food spots during the week and not have any responsibility. Because everybody always posts, damn, I gained 10 pounds looking at your picture, or whatever, or I saw this, or blah, 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 or, whatever. And it's like, so you want to be responsible since you're posting all that food and whatever, and you want to look gluttonous with the shit. So you're like, man, I go to the gym, or at least I was going to the gym like 5 days a week, 4 days a week, just to keep the order so I can try and balance that lifestyle, and so it's tough. It's definitely tough, but you definitely, in my opinion, just trying to balance it out,
Yeah, no, that's what it is, a healthy balance. Man.
Yep.
Healthy balance, definitely. So, like I said, New Year, we're going into a new year for the show, stuff like that. What do you think our vision is for the show? What
Well, I'm gonna give back history and then.
Okay, go ahead.
So this show, first of all, we started in April?
Yeah.
April of 2023.
Right.
And actually, let me give a little background. So at my birthday party last year, I threw a big birthday. It was a milestone birthday, and so a lot of people were there. Hey, Chris, were you there? Everybody asked her about that shit. But so at the party, we were talking early on, and he's like, man, I got to talk to you earlier because I know you're getting fucked up or whatever. He's all, he's like, hey, real quick, we got to talk about some shit later because, hey, I'm thinking, would you ever do a podcast? And I started to laugh and I go, damn, that's funny because a couple other cats had talked to me about doing a podcast. And
We actually talked about doing one. Sports cards were back in like 2021.
yeah, exactly. We thought about
Sports cards were blowing up.
Yeah, exactly. We thought about doing one too. And that was like 2019.
No, it would have been 2020 because it was right when COVID started.
Yeah, so 2020.
2020.
So between 2020. We talked about doing one. So when you hit me with that at the party, I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? And you're like, man, you're animated. We got a lot of shit, and then that'd be cool. And then what the last one was, man, and then it'd be a good excuse to always hang out too, Because sometimes in our busy ass lives, it's like you blink and it's like 2 months. You're like, damn, I didn't talk to my boy, hang out. And so I was like, man, that makes complete sense. And the first thing I'm like, hey, we got to bring Nick, and he's got to do it on the board. And you're, oh, fuck yeah. And so and it's so funny because everybody that tunes in the show, whether they know us or they don't, even some of my friends that don't know you guys, man, you guys have some good chemistry. And I feel like I'm in the room. I feel like it flows. I feel like, we have no notes. This is off no notes right now. This is just, we're freestyling this one. And we take, and the one thing I'll say every single show, what are we on, like 38 or something?
think they're
No,
39, 40, 40?
40.
This
I
could be
think
this,
it's 40,
this could be
yeah.
40, okay.
Yeah.
We have not had, everything's been one take.
Yeah.
We have rolled the tape on every show.
Right. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Every show has been one take.
Yeah. Right.
And so that's one thing I'm very proud of. Never done anything like this.
Right.
But again, we have a bunch of individuals that, one, let's hey, what do we have to lose? Two, what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the best thing that can happen? And three, it'd be fun. And stuff. And it's so interesting to see where the show's gone. We haven't put $1 into advertising or promoting.
Right.
This has all been organic. And the feedback's been amazing. We just got to keep growing, finding our niche, and that's why we can't thank whoever tunes in enough. Thank you so much for the feedback. Hey, if you can, tell a friend, like, subscribe, share. But either way, man, we appreciate everything. And I know a lot of people hit me up, a lot of people hit you guys up.
And for the people listening on Spotify, Apple Music, and that, come watch us. Come check us out. We on YouTube. You can see our smiling faces. You can see when Mitch is falling asleep or cracking up when Paul's talking. You can actually see the shit live. So come check it out.
Eventually, we'd love to get a studio on location. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's why I see the show going next year is moving kind of locations, moving to like a permanent location. I want to get more guests on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Do that. That's a goal for this year, something like that, and kind of take the show to the next level. I think we, as you guys can tell, I mean, we've known each other, so long. Our chemistry is really good, and like I said, I want to definitely see, how far we can really take this thing, because like I said, I think people resonate. They like to hear, what's going on in celebrities' lives and stuff like that. But they like to hear. I think we're the average Joes.
yeah, exactly. The real. How people live their lives. And actually, I don't think we're average Joes. And I'm not trying to say that, but in the same token, it's like there's so much celebrity and so much fluff and so much everything else that I think the more real things are and the more unedited or unfiltered, I think that's what my understanding people appreciate the realness, how we can speak freely on a lot of different things.
There you go. I love it, man. And that's like I said, that's what I said every week. I enjoy coming on there. What I'm saying, sometimes with our busy lives and busy schedule, sometimes it's hard.
Exactly.
Make it happen and stuff like that. But once we
get
get on camera, what I'm saying, well, it's go time. So.
And I'll tell you this. I'm gonna be completely honest. Sometimes I'm sitting there. And I'm like, damn, I got to do the show. Like, most of the time I am looking forward to it, whatever else. But it's just trying to fit it in. Pause. And you're trying to figure out like your busy schedule, running from this to this to this, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have time to do the gym or whatever else it is. But the one thing I can honestly say, as soon as I get here and we say what's up at the door and it's a go, it's like cool. It resonates the reasons why we do this for me.
And we make it happen, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Definitely make it happen.
It's a bit of a therapy session too.
Oh, great.
Because we get to bring up things good and bad coming in our lives, and just bounce stuff off each other and get some laughs in, and it's all for the most part it's all positive. So I like that we can come on and talk about whatever, shoot the shit, have some laughs, and it's always positive. And there's never any really negativity. Even when we're joking with each other and ribbing with each other, it's all good fun. And that's the one thing I always like. And is that we're always just nobody takes any offense to anything. It's just good times and laughs.
And then I'll say this too: if you saw us outside of this, like this is the show, but it's the exact same thing. That's the cool part.
If you take the mics away and put us in a sports bar, it's the same shit.
It might be worse. To be honest with you.
Yeah, we're a little bit even more.
Yeah. We just don't want to get kicked off YouTube again. To be honest with you.
Right. Exactly. They have some little guidelines we got to stick to. But anyway, let's before we kind of wrap up our New Year's show, kind of give me a favorite New Year's Eve story. That you might have. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. What's crazy? First of all, let me start by saying this: 2024, right? 2024. It blows my mind because I can't even fathom, being here for 24. Right. I mean, and I don't mean it like cryptically or nothing like that. It's just one of those things when you're a kid, you grow up, you're like, okay, cool, man. I can't imagine being 25.
Right.
Then you're 25. You're like, oh, I get a discount on my driving, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, damn, 30. Oh, shit, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, you're looking at these milestones. I remember, first of all, from my perspective, being a kid growing up in the Bay Area.
So is this your story about your ARP card?
No.
Okay, making sure that
No.
you got it in the mail.
Nope.
No, okay.
Like
Go ahead, keep going.
5 years ago, I thought.
Keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, so growing up in the Bay Area and like living life, like fear of missing out, always doing stuff. I move out here in 97, and I think this is going to go to pasture. I'm going to do something different, like slow the hell down, not go out whatsoever, and going out doing whatever. And then things change, plans change, and all of a sudden I'm on the scene, and shit, I don't know how long that happened or when it didn't stop, but everybody knew they could call me. I was always out. You know what I mean? And it was like, whoa, hold on a second. At one point, I started to realize that my life in Arizona surpassed my life in California. And I never thought that would be possible. So like my California life, I'm like, oh shit, I'll put that up against anything,
Right.
and all of a sudden you start realizing, hold on a second, you've been out on this scene, and actually it's damn near the same amount of time now. You know what I mean? It's like almost exact. And it's like you got two lives. It's like Kobe having the number 8 jersey and the number 24.
Right.
And they both get hung up in the rafters. And I ain't saying, but it's like, that's the lifestyle.
Right.
And I did not ever envision that. So now I remember being on Mill Ave on Y2K, 1999.
Hey, people.
Yeah.
I remember.
We thought the world was going to end, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember,
It's funny.
yeah.
If you ever see the Kings of Comedy, that shit was funny. Bernie Mac was fucking spot on. Everybody out there getting water, toilet paper, thinking everything about to go to shit. Ain't shit happening. But.
And I'll say this, so like I remember losing my Motorola StarTech phone, on Mill Ave, on New Year's. I'm like, damn, and those phones were $500 back then,
Right, them
And,
phones.
yeah, so, but I remember right when the ball dropped, and again, it's kind of a subjective because the ball drops in New York and it drops over here. So, like, what time clock are we on?
Right, exactly.
But as soon as midnight hit,
When was that shit going?
yeah, exactly, in Tempe, Arizona, as soon as it hit midnight, it started raining. I'm like, oh shit! Like it was like a trip.
you thought it was coming, huh?
Everybody's freaking out like a little. I know,
right.
but I remember that specifically. And then going to the beer gardens and going to Club Rio afterwards or whatever else. And that was
Club Rio, baby.
And that was 99 out here when everything was so new to me. 99. And now we're looking and we're 24, and that's 25 years later. And it's just you guys have been in the mix with me that whole time.
Yeah, right.
And the experiences we've had. I know we've had a few different New Year's. I mean, a couple that come off top. New Year's, first of all. I mean, I remember we did a couple because it was, first of all, actually some of the ones the most meaning was when my daughter would come visit. I remember we did one when we went to Kona Grill in Chandler.
Yep.
Then we went to Ken's house. We did some other stuff. And I remember her just being there was one of the most memorable ones for me. She was probably like 6 at the time, 6, maybe 8. So that was a memorable one. And your daughter, her and Jordy were there, and Brooke for Ken.
Yep.
And so that was a super memorable one. And then a couple of the other news. I mean, we've had a couple at your house. We had a couple where we did it at Osaka. There was a few at Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka.
Then we go to Dubs or the Hub or whatever it was.
Right.
And then and I remember doing a couple at RTOs. And I mean, and then there's been a couple out of town, so we've always, partook in this stuff. It's crazy because right now, and there's been a few New Year's Eves where I'm like, you know what? I started getting kind of with the night. I'm like, oh, it's amateur night. I'm going to stay back.
Right.
But either way, to me, the year is what kind of blows my mind because, as a young kid growing up when I'm 15, 16, 17, and the years are, well, I won't put the years to the date, even though most people can guess, my age, but it's like you're in the 90s, early 90s. You're not thinking of 2024.
Right, yeah.
And to finally see 2024 right now.
I mean, if you think about it, 2024, you thought they'd be like flying cars.
No, I thought RoboCop was going to be on every corner.
Yeah.
I thought, Wesley Snipes would have his yellow hair. I mean, like all this, crazy shit.
I mean, technology is advancing fast,
Yeah.
but it's not advancing as fast as, like,
In some ways, you're right.
in some ways, because, I mean, you think about, I think about my parents and what they've seen, that's some advancement. You know what I'm saying? They went from the rotary telephone, or not even having telephones, to now they got cell phones.
It went from the records and 8 tracks to digital downloads.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
yep.
So I think they've seen I think our parents have seen the most growth out of all of us. I mean, I don't think. I mean, for us, we went from what CDs to.
No, but we went. Here's the thing. Some of us are young enough to remember 8 tracks a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, my mom had the
8-track
tracks and stuff like that.
Hey, the Beta, Beta,
Oh, Beta, yeah.
VH1.
VH1.
Now you realize that they say beta testing on everything.
Do you remember laser discs?
Yeah. Oh, remember those big guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were. Yeah. I mean,
That was supposed to be the next big thing.
Blu-ray.
after VHS.
Blu-ray.
Oh, Blu-ray was supposed to be the shit. You
And
know,
does anybody still have their DVD collections? You know.
I do.
How about this? How about this?
Actually, you know what's funny about that? I have 3 huge crates in my living room right now, full of DVDs. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck.
Hey,
to
how
do
about
with
this one? Okay, this dating us, of course. But you know the magazine ads? Get 12 CDs for a penny. You know what I mean? Remember that?
yeah.
I used to scan those.
Yeah, exactly. And then they say you owe them. You know, you like to try and collect. You know.
That shit
yeah.
is wild. That shit is wild.
So yeah, I just think we've come a long way. Pause. And again, 2024 is just still it's mind blowing. It's definitely mind blowing to me, just because I don't take any of this for granted, and to get here. Again, you know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, especially how crazy this world is. Like I know you said your parents, but I can at least say 2 things I can say about myself. I've been in the mix. Like I was saying this to Chris the other night. I'm like, as mind blowing as this, I've been in the mix on the scene for 4 decades.
And you've lived through 2 world wars. You saw the Great Depression.
Wow.
Why you put this business all out in the street?
Yeah, actually, I did. One night we were out, and Nick, asked this girl out, and she said, "Fuck no," and I saw the Great Depression on his face. You're
That
right.
might be true.
You're right.
That might be true.
But no. So no, that's just a blessing, man. And so 2024, man. Can't wait to see what it entails. With the people you love, with the people that are important. That's the one thing I guess. I don't know if it's an older thing you were talking earlier about. Is it age, or whatever else? But it's like, man, experience and also the people that you experience it with.
Yeah. Experience.
That's priceless.
Yeah.
That's priceless.
Yep, for sure.
What about you guys, man?
No, you brought up Osaka, and that's why Osaka always has a special place in my heart. I remember we like you said, we all used to, as a group back in the day, used to spend. We went to Osaka for New Year's, and I remember one New Year's. Not only time I've seen it snow.
Oh yeah, it snowed outside, right?
Yeah,
that was dope.
Like probably 5 times.
I remember that one.
5 times I've seen it happen in Phoenix, around this time. So it snowed at Osaka and stuff like that. And we had an amazing dinner, and we were just laughing and shit, and then coming out and it just starts snowing. It was kind of one of them, kind of like them picturesque type deals for kind of New Year's Eve. I mean, I don't spend New Year's Eve. To me sucks in Arizona, so
I agree.
That's why I take off all the time. But that's just me.
So where are you at right now? since it's New Year's Day.
Arizona.
Tulum, baby. I'm in Tulum. So, yeah.
He's phoning this one in.
Yeah.
CGI over there.
CGI, motherfucker, CGI.
Okay, got you.
I'm like that, hologram with like Pac say there for the hologram. I'm like,
Okay.
That's how I'm doing it. It's that new technology stuff,
Learn about it.
2024 AI, baby. You don't even know. I could be AI generated.
We might all be in a simulation anyway, not even exist. So
I'm glitching right now.
Glitching. I got you. The Matrix is real. But Nicodemus, give me something before we go.
one of my favorite New Year's
That's awesome. That's great. Give it up.
was spent at Kelly's in Scottsdale. My buddy George used to own that place with some friends, and
Wasn't I out there for one?
you were out there for one, but the one in particular.
Oh, not that one.
I was out with some friends, and the vibe in there was just amazing. Had a great DJ playing some old school with some new stuff, and just the crowd was just had that energy that sometimes you go out, there's just like the place has that energy. That night, for whatever reason, it just had that energy, and it was just one of the funnest times. I was laughing and having a smile on my face basically the whole night, and everybody in there was like, man, just every song that came on was just a hit. Like you were like, sometimes you're like, oh, they played this song, you're not really into it. It was like every song that came on, the crowds were singing them. Everybody was like at their tables, dancing and having a good time. Everybody was friendly. It was just one of those moods that just, I don't know. I haven't really experienced that before, and I don't really think I've experienced it since, where it was just like the whole crowd and everybody in there, and the presence was just such a vibe that like everybody had an amazing time.
Well, they say the presence is a gift.
Yes. So everybody who was there just had an amazing time, and that's probably one of the most memorable ones I have, because just the energy and the vibe, and then how I felt the next morning waking up, like, man, that was amazing, and the excitement that it gave me for the new year. So
Dope, man. Dope. All right. Well, hey, this is a New Year edition. Hey, I hope you're enjoying, your fun time with your family, friends. Like I said, keep watching, man. We got some great things that are coming this year. We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all.
For
Thank you.
Hey, we love you.
2024.
Yeah, 2024. Me out, baby.